Hello everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? Where are you? Maybe you wouldn't know because you are all void. You are void like me. Maybe you too are the false prophet that are figuring out the times, how to go about the times. Nobody knows, it's blowing in the wind. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we just see some future, looking back to the past. But we don't know. We have no clue about anything. Everything is hovering. I saw a word for hovering. Let me look that up. It was an interesting word. Soul. Let me hear it.
Soul.
Soar. Song.
Soul.
Soar. Soar. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's from a Hebrew word. Because some people are bound to soar, bound to hover. Other people are bound to the earth. They are walking on earth. They are very here and now. There are different kind of people, different kind of mindset. And sometimes you can't talk even because there are different worlds where you and me can't interact. It's similar to this music that is hovering. It's I don't know. It's kind of interesting word. This too is very interesting. Looks funny, but it's what it is. People are different. They are in different worlds. If you are talking about God, for some people that is outside their own world. So people that reject God rejects, in fact, a whole world of itself. To reject something that you don't know is kind of it's a kind of childish approach to something you would like to maybe in the future or never ever would be interesting in, because also in this mundane and material world it's kind of a very just listen to this. Listen to this. So that is it's classic, it's strings, but it's also vibrating. It's kind of hovering. soaring over something. And we are attracted to something beautiful. I am attracted to some rock artists. I'm also attracted to what you can call gospel by Mahalia Jackson, and many different gospel or Christian psalms or something, but also classical music in different form. It have this beauty to it, which you can't define you can define it, but you can't really understand why you are attracted to something like that. You are attracted to nice, beautiful, strong, I don't know, it's different. And to explain the world of differences between the spiritual and the material, I think people would be regarded as more intellectual. Even they are flying high in their own mind because it's something exciting. I asked someone before if what is about that flying high. It was good for the spirit. It was good for forgetting myself. We can go into games, we can go into sports, we can go into worships, we can go into different kind of experiences. It's all about forgetting my situation. I'm flying because I want to forget my gravitational force to this matter. We are drawn to matter. It's what is killing us. To be drawn to matter is all what is killing us. That is the slow motion of killing. Because everything becomes heavy. We get fatigued. We can't carry our weight anymore. We look old. We become old. I see even younger people than me become old. They become thin. They become heavy. Their faces are drawn down to the gravitational point. It's all a reminder of how deep we are in this gravitational matter. It's not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of fact that this life was all about carrying yourself, trying at least to carry yourself. And that's why people that are in wheelchairs and other equipments, they feel ashamed because they can't have the strength to carry themselves. It's kind of a shame. When we say sickness here in Norway, we say sykdom. Sykdom. That is the word for sickness. And to explain that word, sykdom, it's not only sick, but it is a judgment. You are judged as sick. Dom is a judgment. Dom. It's not a dome, but it's a judgment, harsh judgment. If you are sick, You have a sick judgment. And that is hard to take for someone that are grounded, that are appended, that are dependent on themselves. They want to be strong. They want to be carrying themselves, even carrying others. They are dependent on their strength. They believe in their own strength. My friend, I'm lighter. I can't carry so much. Here the other day I found out how selfish I am. And that grieved me so much. I wanted to cry. I wanted to just get lost. I feel so selfish. The more I become older, the more I see my own selfishness. I may do deeds, but that doesn't mean anything. I feel what I feel. I know what I know. It's a pure fact. I'm all that selfish. I can't get out of it. I don't mind what you are. I think you are selfish, but I know because I'm selfish myself. Look who is talking. I'm the one. So don't judge without getting yourself pointed at. So there are people that we look at as more or less flying high. They are angels. They are here, there, and sacrificing themselves. But maybe that is their only selfish thing they can do. This, by the way, was blueberry with orange. I bought some blueberry juice, mixed it with some nice orange, because blueberry is a lot of antioxidants, and maybe my cold will vanish. I got the antibiotica at the doctor's, and even X-ray. This doctor of mine, he's doing his best. No one throughout my entire life would they take X-ray, except only once, I think. X-ray of my lungs. So I went to the X-ray at that day, Friday. So my friends, sometimes we only see ourselves and our gravitational forces down to the bottomless pit that no one will reach. We can't get selfish enough. I believe in that. We can't get selfish enough. And when we get selfish, it's only about me. You disappoint me. I'm so tired of this, but I know I will never get out of it. I know that fact. So I ask Liv for admitting, confessing, I'm selfish. I can't help it. My friends, I can't help it. I'm too drawn to this earth, to this matter. I have too much at stake with myself. And here I claim to be a false prophet. Let me look that word up. It's a bad word, but it's maybe it's the most correct.
Self-solemn.
Self-solemn. Yeah. Too much. Too much already. So it's not only a confession. It's that pride that comes with that. So people that from different world, how can I even think wholeheartedly that I have something to show? How would I go around? How dare I go around thinking I am better than anybody? I'm not. I'm even more selfish than the most selfish maniac. It's hard to talk about. I shouldn't talk about this because it's just capturing my mouth. Wow. So even though I'm captured by my own words, I admit that I am captured by my own word. I frame myself. I judge myself. I have to pay the penalty. My own words. Who will go there? Only a false prophet with good intentions. Yeah, it's hard to be honest, my friends. It's penetrating, it's piercing. But there is salvation. There is salvation. As I have been talking in length, just past times here, to confess, to say, I am the one. I am the one that had to take the blame. If I did something wrong to you or anybody, why wouldn't I come forward and say, don't look for anybody, I'm the one. I'm the one to take that kind of penalty. You see, here in Norway, I think it's common throughout the world that those that admit to their sins, and we call it a sin because it's a breaking a law, if they commit, if they admit, if they confess, if they are coming forward, the penalty goes down. You see, the point here is that since you have a hard time confessing that it was you, you are in denial. And it takes longer time to pay that penalty than just to confess. And part of the penalty is for the one that did it, committed it, for his own, her or his own good. It's for the psyche to understand that you did it. You did it. It's erecting something that you can later on deal with yourself. Here you need the prison, the jail, in order to confine you with your own truth, you with your own actions. So you have to ask, why the hell am I here? If you didn't do it, why would you be here? So if the police and the inspection of all this matter finally found that you were the one that did it, you that are in that prison, you have to one day wake up and see yourself like the begotten Son. Like the begotten Son. The prodigal son.
The prodigal son.
You have to look at this and see yourself. Am I here? Why should I be here? I left. I did so much wrong. So now I'm sitting here, the prodigal son. So he was returning back to his father and sang this sad pity song because he knew he had to pay even a harder penalty when he came home, where they knew that not only did he go around, but he had to pay the penalty because he left home. So part of being a grown-up, my friend, part of doing actions is admitting them that you did it. I met a lady that said, I'm always nice. So I smiled to myself because that was not true. Even to me, she was not all that nice. But I wouldn't say that to her. If people have this notion that I do only the good things, only bad people do bad things to me. Of course, even me, I do people wrong. I have to ask for forgiveness. That's obvious. That is an obvious case. So no one, not even you, my friend, do something not wrong anytime. Or let me rephrase that, because it came out very ugly. You are not a saint. Even the saints did something wrong. It was right for you, but it was wrong for me. I got hurt. I'm talking, even to my children. I had to ask for forgiveness because they got wounded by my words. Even I was trying to just be funny, but that is not an excuse. Your best intentions is not an excuse. I know I should talk more about this. You are dead tired of my talk. This is good talk. I love this talk because it's due time that someone from a different world than you point out the obvious fact in both worlds. You have to admit your faults. People that are so religious, they live in a sphere, a world that everything they do, they don't even ask questions. What? Am I? No, I'm not. They say, they love to say I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, is what they say. I'm not perfect. What I excuse to just continue bad deeds. But they don't see themselves in that perspective. For them, what they do is, it's the most perfect act from anyone. So people that are in a religious realm think that what they do is correct, is perfect. But they are not responsible. They don't take responsibility of their own actions. They are in a selfish sphere. They are in a selfish realm. So they don't see what they are doing to others. They can promise all kind of things, but they don't live up to it. So why the hell are they promising something that they can't keep? They don't even intend to keep it. So even if you are disappointed with them, they are just like that. They can ask for forgiveness indefinitely. You see, there is no excuse to be Christian, Jew or Muslim. It doesn't make what you're doing right. That is the simple answer to that. Even if you are a healer or something new age thing, even if you say, I'm receiving the energy from the universe, I'm up there. No, you are not. And I will take a whole video talking about that. And people that are more down to earth, I kind of love them because they are not depending on any, they take in some way, even if they are not, in some way they are so realistic. They are so, what to say? I'm not common to that, but what they say you can believe in. And if they admit, which is maybe sometimes hard for them to do, they will change. Because when such people realize something, they can be trusted. But people that promise, give promises, just for getting out again and again, you can't trust them. It's like me also. You can't trust me because I'm the false prophet. I'm saying it loud. But there is a difference between saying it that loud and giving false promises that you don't even admit that was false. So I try to stick to the fact anyway. And I'm bound to fly. I'm a flyer in my spirit. But my body, as all the elders, leaning down, going down. So sometimes we have to admit that the time will capture us and bring us down and realize where we are coming from. So that is hard to admit, my friends, but it gives a relief. When we lay there, before we draw the last breath, we have to admit, it was all about admitting that I was just a human being. I was made of matter. And even though I have a spirit that wants to fly. So, my friends, next time we will talk more.